Hello, world. It's Curtis Potter with Boundless Inspiration. So, I've been shifting in life, just continually trying to shift to become the best version of myself, create the most joy, be as intentional as I can in every situation. And I wanted to come today and talk to you about something that I shifted and I had to be intentional and the results that I got. So when it came to driving, I've always been like gas pedal, like floor it, baby. Ricky Bobby, if you're not first, you're last. Like, let's go. Let's save some time somehow. Like, get there faster, GPS tells you this time, you guarantee I'm gonna try beat that time on the GPS every single time, right? Well, throw in not knowing how to be intentional with my life. Maybe some of the not actually taking ownership with my life, controlling my day, being more intentional about what time I leave so I'm not running behind, because if you're there on time, you're late. If you're early, you're on time. So make sure you're 15 minutes early. I never took enough ownership to look in the mirror and say, what am I controlling when it comes to road rage, right? It was something that I've had and I've witnessed plenty of people having, and it's something I still work on daily. But last week I was having this little experiment where I was like, remove the negativity, thoughts, words, actions, create joy, lift people up, be intentional. That's what I was doing last week, and I really tried to do every week, but I was like, that was like one of my main focuses. And I have to admit that I had to do that last week because I had chose to not handle everything the best previous weeks. Like, I've been kind of doing these experiments, and some of them work out great. And some of them I'm like, all right, let's learn. What lessons behind this? What can I learn from this? Last week I'm driving in the car and I'm just doing I'm putting on certain music on purpose, so I'm just dancing and grooving, right? Just changing how I feel about my drive. I'm making sure I leave early enough as many times as possible so I'm not in a hurry, and it's just like a Sunday, like a cruise, right? And I'm dancing, and there was a couple times where some people were not driving to what I would feel my standards of how someone should drive. And I was like, no, let's just, I'm just sitting there. So they may have been looking at me in their rearview mirror, and I may have been just dancing. And when I eventually passed them, I continued dancing. And instead of maybe one of those, I'm just dancing, right? And I actually got some people to dance with me. They're like, yeah. Especially on Friday. I got the most people to dance with me on Friday because they're like, it's the weekend. I've been waiting all week for this. I've been waiting since last weekend for this weekend, right? And I just thought about that. And I was remembering the multiple times in my life where I chose to have road rage. I chose to hit snooze on that alarm. I chose to stay up later than I should have the night before. I made all those choices in life that was affecting my life and causing stress, anxiety, anger, loss of jobs, like nothing good other than a good time for the moment the night before. Man, hard pill to swallow, right? But the beauty is when you make choices and be intentional, it's a new day, smile on your face, creating joy, happiness, not only in your life, but others' lives. Somebody you may never see ever again, but that could have just been what they needed that day, instead of a beep, get out of my way, I'm sorry you're distracted, because you may have something going on in your life where you're just, have you ever just been driving and like, oh, I just passed my exit because I wasn't even paying attention. I got so much on my mind. and somebody comes flying up behind you, beep, get out of the way, you stupid. And you're like, oops, sorry, didn't even mean to, but you're ready to beat me up because I wasn't even paying attention. I just got a lot on my mind, right? So see how when you start to realize, man, that person that I'm communicating with, man, they may have something going on as well. What if I shifted and chose to create some joy in every single person's life that I come in contact with? I hope this helped you. I hope it helps somebody you know that I may not know. The only way that's going to happen is like, share, comment, tag. I invite anybody that watches this video when you're in the car this week, like, create some joy, like, dance. I just invite you to dance. I promise you, you start your mornings off like that on the way to work. You're like, man, I don't hate this job so much. I hope you don't hate your job. But if you do, I also invite you to start looking for a new job or create a different environment in the job you're in. Man, maybe I'll just make sure everybody smiles this week. I invite you to try that. Please put in the comment section any situations where either you created joy by doing something silly, dancing, whatever, or somebody did that to you. Like, I want to hear some stories. The people watching this video want to hear some stories. Put it in the comment section so we can all have some ideas of, like, you know what, let's just create a ton of joy this week. I love you all. You know the drill. Every single step, every day, we're taking a step closer together so we can all become balanced. Love you all. Have a great day.